Hi, my name's Steve. I have an electric guitar for sale. I figured it would be a lot easier just to make this little video because there's a lot of upgrades done to this guitar. It just would have been a lot easier than to have to type it out. So here goes. I have a Chinese Gibson Les Paul copy, counterfeit, fake, whatever you want to call it. Um, The only thing original to this guitar is the body. The neck and the body are the only real original parts. Everything else has been totally upgraded. Um, it began as a Billy Gibbons signature model copy. Um, it probably had a flame maple veneer. When I got it, however, it was spray painted black with a smelly kind of clear coat over top of it. It was very poorly done. It looked really bad. Um, it was structurally sound, but it looked like crap. So I stripped it down. Um, I painted it. Um, three coats of this. They call it Starry Night. Three coats of this sparkle black paint, and probably about 6 coats of a polyurethane, 6 thin coats of polyurethane on top of it. Um, the wood is, I'm not a wood expert. It's too light to be mahogany, but it's too heavy to be basswood. I know that much. Um, so I don't know. Any Your guess would be as good as mine as far as what kind of wood it is. But I know it's not a basswood because it was too hard. It doesn't dent with your fingernail like a basswood does. But it's a lot lighter than your traditional Les Paul would be. So um, that's a really good thing for a lot of guys because a lot of guys don't want that heavy guitar around your neck. It's about equal in weight to, I would say, a Strat or a Tele, so it's very comfortable. Um, Starting at the headstock here, of course we have the classic Gibson style mustache, open book, whatever you want to call it, headstock. Uh, these things start out basically as an Epiphone with a Gibson headstock. Um, of course, all the parts were gutted, like I said, and these are Gibson Deluxe tuners that came off of a Gibson Les Paul Classic. Um, I took them off. I got them off of a Classic model because they needed the 9 millimeter holes in the headstock, so I didn't have to drill or alter anything. Um, the pots and caps were all upgraded CTS pots. Not sure about the brand of the caps. My luthier put them in there. I didn't ask him what kind of caps they were. He usually uses something very similar to a Sprague orange drop. So they sound good. It's not cheap Chinese crap that was in there initially. Switchcraft jack, um, off of a Les Paul, an American Les Paul. A Switchcraft three-way toggle off of an American Les Paul. Um, a Gibson 490T bridge pickup. The neck pickup is actually an Epiphone neck pickup. I didn't upgrade this one to a Gibson because I had kept this pickup. I came across this pickup years ago. It's probably out of a early 90s Epiphone, either Japanese or Korean made Epiphone. And the pickup was surprisingly um, just had this mellow, smooth sound to it, and I hung on to it. Um, and I wound up using it on this guitar. Epiphone pickups are hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes they sound like crap, and sometimes they're really great. So I kept this pickup, and I wound up, like I said, I used it on this one. So this is an American Gibson bridge pickup, though. Um, not super, distortiony or anything. Not like the 500 T's or whatever. Um, but anyway, let's see. Pots, caps, tuners, pickups. Like I said, all completely rewired, high quality stuff. If you buy the guitar from me, we can take this thing apart if you want. You can certainly look at all the parts to make sure they're legit. We can open up the back, and I can show you the pots and caps and all the fresh, clean wiring. We can also take the pickups out if you want. You can check them out, look at the backs of them. Um, it, they're all legit. Um, there is a mini toggle switch here um, in between the volume and tone knobs, and what that does is it works this center pickup, which is actually not a pickup, it's a dummy. I came across a video on YouTube. This guy had come up with this thing on a Stratocaster called a Twinkler, and essentially whenever he plucked the string, it made the pickup glow. So I figured I'd try the same thing out with a humbucker, and it being a chrome cover, I figured the light from the LEDs would reflect and it would look really cool. And so essentially I have LEDs wired into here, into this pickup cover, and they are wired to this audio amplifier microchip kind of thing that I have going on the inside, wired to the jack, wired to the switch, wired to a battery. Anyway, I'll show you what it does. And you flip the switch. Whenever you pluck a string, and until the sound dies out, and it's totally dependent on the sound. It's not just like I've seen people do lights that blink and strobe kind of effects, but this is actually something different. It's kind of unique, and I like it. It's really impressive in a stage situation, and the battery will last a long time as long as you remember to turn the switch off when you're done using it. You can, if you're rocking on a solo, whatever, and you're playing really fast, you can really get like some of that Ace Frehley stuff going on where, you're strumming really fast and it's just this bright light glowing from behind your hand. So it looks really cool, really impressive. And I like it a lot. Not only is it fun to play with, but it's something a little different and it's unique. And like I said, if you're on stage, it's impressive. I mean, it's not something that you see on a guitar every day. There's a few little small issues about the guitar. There's buckle rash here and there, a little bit of wear on some of the binding, but other than that, it's tip-top. I got nothing to hide. We can take it apart and look at the inside of it if you're interested. And that's it. Let me know. Shoot me an email if you want to buy it. Cash price, $200, and that is extremely firm. I got a lot tied up into this thing and a lot of work done to it. So it also comes with a hard shell case with the Gibson Historic logo, the old school Gibson Historic logo on it. Sturdy case, been to the airport a few times and it has stood up. It's a good case. So if you're interested, let me know.